Kinda young cheesy. That was my song, guys. Trying to take it easy. Woo. The only way to love. And so, if you're looking for me, I'll be on the block with my thing. Anyways, guys, it's a fucking YouTube fitness channel. Let's stick to the topic. I got this message in my inbox today, and I was so upset, man. I was so fucking mad. People. I got at least 6 messages of those. It was based on a video on time under tension, right? And some guys had the nerve to say, "Oh, you don't have to worry about time under tension. It's a myth. Strength training is all you need to develop a great physique." Blah 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 blah. And that is utmost bullshit, guys. Utmost garbage. You know my philosophy on bodybuilding, right? I will always keep an open mind, right? I will always listen to revolutionary ideas or old ideas that resurface or whatever, and I would practice it. I would try it. I would look at people who tried it. I would weigh everything out, look at all the factors, you know, and see if it works for everybody, right? And one thing, I've been listening for a while now, guys. I started bodybuilding in 2011, and I made a lot of fucking mistakes, right? That's why I'm fucking qualified to give advice. People say, well, what qualifies you? What degree do you have? I don't need a fucking degree. My mistakes qualify me, you know? When you go left and you realize that, you know, that's the wrong direction, you know, well, okay, I gotta go right? If you have 2 choices, A and B, and you try B, and B doesn't work, well, guess what? You know A is the right answer, right? I mean, it's common fucking sense, right? Somebody could take a degree, a course, and find out that A is the correct answer, right? That's one way of finding out. Oh, you could just do the wrong thing long enough, eventually you realize this shit doesn't work, right? So it's kind of like a selection. You realize that, man, you know, A works because B and C or D are the wrong choices. It's common fucking sense, right? So obviously it's the stupidest way to learn, because it's better to learn through somebody else than through your own mistakes. But nevertheless, you will still learn. And I've realized what works, right? I'm still learning. I'm still keeping an open mind. And one thing I will fucking tell you is, don't let no one tell you that you will max out your muscle potential doing strength training, right? Strength training is for, guess what? It's for strength. You're gonna get big, don't get me wrong. You're not gonna do strength training and stay the same. You're gonna get big, but you're gonna reach a plateau where your strength keeps going up, but your body looks the fucking same. Anyone who's been bodybuilding naturally for a long time will tell you that. Everyone who's even been doing strength training for a long time, strict strength training, like, you know, anything below 1 to 3 reps, 5, maybe 5 reps max, will tell you, you get big at first. That happens to everybody, right? If you're new. But after a while, you reach a point where your squats is going up, but your legs are not growing. Your bench is going up, but your pecs and triceps are not growing. Your rows, your bent over row is going up, and your back stays the same. It will happen to everyone, right? And in order to bust through that plateau, you have to increase the volume, not just by doing more sets, but also by doing more reps. There's a reason why bodybuilders, natural or enhanced, whatever you want to fucking call it, all live between, you know, that magic rep range, right? It's as low as 8, sometimes even 6. You know, I recommend 6 to 8 because I feel like you also get some strength in there. But anyway, it's as low as 6 and as high as 12, 15, sometimes even 20, right? But you will never see a professional athlete or someone who's been in the game for a long time, naturally enhanced, tell you that, oh, you want to build a great physique, lift 5 or under reps, you know, anything under 5. No, hell no, hell no, hell fucking no, right? You're going to get some gains, don't get me wrong, but you will not get as many gains as the guy who's doing 10 reps or 12 reps or more, based on whatever time nutrition he's using. Strength training will get you strong. That's it. The size might come as a little bonus, but that's not the ultimate goal. You want to increase the muscle size. You want to hypertrophy the muscle cell. You need to do more reps, more time under tension, more volume, right? Do not. There's a fine line between it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. Oh, well, yeah. And the thing is, don't use somebody who's using steroids, right? A lot of people give me examples of dudes that they're on the juice and shit. I don't care if the person was on the juice, stopped using the juice. I told you guys about the study on steroids, right? If you took steroids in the past, even if you stop taking that shit, right, you still have more satellite cells and more nuclei per muscle fiber than the average person. And that stays for up to 10 years and more. So when you go back in the gym, you're still going to make more gains than the person who was natural, even if you didn't touch the juice in 10 years. So somebody who has experience with steroids, don't listen to everything they say. I mean, like, listen to what they're saying, but take it with a grain of salt, guys. A lot of guys getting involved with people that take steroids and think, well, this person said that, this person said that. Is he 100% natty? If he ever touched the fucking juice, I don't want to fucking hear it. It's in a different category, even if he stopped using it. Because once again, you guys saw that, you know, all the studies they did on steroids. The person who takes steroids and sits on his ass all day will build up to 3 pounds more muscle than the person who trained hard and ate and had optimum recovery and all that good shit. There's so many studies on that. Steroids by themselves will get you bigger and leaner than somebody who's just lifting. Now combine that with somebody who's taking steroids and who's lifting, these gains are fucking unprecedented, guys. So you can't look at things like that. So when I do my studies, I look at people that are on steroids, people that are natural, and I put them in their own fucking categories, right? I don't try to mix and match. It's completely different. You cannot tell somebody that 5 and under reps is the best rep range to build muscle size. What? Unless you're in the gym for like 2 hours doing mad fucking sets to increase the volume and the total time of rotation, that's not gonna happen. If it did, the pros will be doing it. The natural pros and the enhanced pros will be doing 3 to 5 reps for muscle size. No, yes, there's gonna come periods in time when you want to increase your strength to break through plateaus, where you want to do a little power, some kind of power lifting, like 5 reps, 5 to 8 to try to increase your strength. But then eventually you want that strength, those strength gains to carry over back to your 10 to 12 lifts. Right? When I say 10 to 12, I'm referring to the average, recommended amount, not my own rep range. But yeah. Don't let nobody fool you with that. Even when I started doing, at one point I remember I was doing squats every day. I wanted to bring my legs up, and it worked. I was doing 5 reps under, 3 to 5 reps, and my legs grew. Like I said earlier in the video, your legs will grow, your body will grow. But then my body plateaued until I started increasing the rep range, and by doing that, I had to decrease the weight. So don't let anyone tell you that strength training is all you need to build muscle. Even the biggest strength experts will tell you, for you to hypertrophy the muscle maximally, to max out your genetic potential, you need to increase the rep range. You need to go above 5. You still want to keep the weight heavy. That's why it's called progressive overload. You don't want to just keep lifting the same way your whole life. You want to find new ways to fatigue the muscle and shit like that. But you cannot just stick to strength training and expect to see a fucking 20-inch arms and shit like that unless you're just naturally gifted. Everyone that I know that is natural and has a great physique, whether the genetics are good or not, all do high volume, high time on detention. All of them. They do stupid sets. I'm not saying that they're all right, but I've never seen a person natty with a great physique doing 5 reps and under. Hell fucking no. Hell no. I mean, if you know a lot of them, show them to me. Show them to me. People that just train consistently in the 3 to 5 rep range or 1 to 5 rep range and have great physiques, 100% natty. Show it to me, and I go on Sherlock Swole mode. I put my cape in, my sunglasses on, and I'll investigate that shit. But as far as I know, guys, strength training is not #1. It's not optimal for maximum muscle gains. It will help. It helps to do cycles of strength training to increase your lifts. When you go back to 10 to 12. I've done that before, but you can't do that your whole life and keep on growing. Because then if that's the case, #1, powerlifters. I already said that powerlifters will have the biggest chest and the biggest legs, and they don't. If you cut them down to the same body fat percentage as a bodybuilder, the bodybuilder's quads will be a lot bigger, and it's not because of the fucking leg extension. People say it's because bodybuilders do isolation moves. Nah, it's not because of that. No. I mean, even if you cut them down to the same body fat percentage, you look at the chest. A powerlifter can lift 500 pounds. I'm exaggerating. Maybe 400 pounds more than a bodybuilder on a 1 rep max, but still don't have his a chest as big as a bodybuilder, right? Just look at athletes in sports. And it will tell you that strength training is not the best way to maximize your muscle gains. Can you use it? Of course. Should you stick to it your whole life without periodizing and cycling? Hell fucking no. Alright guys, quick little rant. Look at my uncle right here, looking all mean and nasty. Yo, this video is long as fuck. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Alright guys, quick story time. I haven't made this in a long time. So anyway, you guys know, I like asking people in the gym. Everyone I see with an overdeveloped body part, I go up to them and I ask them, hey, what did you do to get your body part that big, this and that. I don't care if it's steroids, I don't care if it's genetics. I always ask them, because 9 out of 10 times I always figure out that it's something according to my theory. You guys know my theory of, like, you train a muscle